Hey, thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to talk about why believing in yourself is so important. And I want to start off saying that I've had so many wonderful, encouraging, and supportive people in my life, and it's a huge privilege to have that sort of community. So I wouldn't be able to talk about believing in yourself if it weren't for these great people. If you can, think about a moment that you were really proud of yourself and what helped you believe in yourself, was there a moment or an award or just a certain moment where you helped someone and you realized your own potential? What is it that helps you believe in yourself? So first, a little bit about this painting. This is another sketchier, messier painting. I forget how long it took, but I'll put it in the description. Um, I really wanted to draw a young lady in an outfit that I really love, but I don't see a lot. And it's just kind of what I had worn a lot of quarantine, where it's just like those baggy pants with the elastic at the ankles, a relaxed fit t-shirt, and of course some socks. Just kind of quarantine wear and a pose and composition that keeps her fantastical and powerful. So, if you want to be this fantastical, powerful, floaty being, let's hear about how you can believe in yourself, and maybe that can be something that you do. So this message today in this video, it's not to rush you into becoming someone that you wish you were. I'm making this video for those of you who are in need of some encouragement or just need someone to help you believe in yourself, and just to remind you that you can meet your goals and you can surpass your goals and you can do anything you put your mind to. So stay tuned if that's something that you feel like you need right now when, we're all in quarantine and everything's kind of sad. But, just look to yourself and find ways, look at your strengths and, just be proud of yourself. So, and stay tuned to find out what song always makes me cry and why that version, especially, is very cry worthy. So, to start, why should I believe in myself? Each and every person is so capable, and you can get so far through so many different methods. Some people, it takes longer, you have to try out a bunch of things, you might not have, everything laid out the way that seems ideal, what will help you get to where you want to go if you can be that rock for yourself. It's good to reach out to other people when you want to network and build a support system, but you can't look to others for validation or a go ahead towards doing what you want, or let alone achieving your dreams. It's not up to anybody else to decide, you should just look to yourself and be like, "Hey, I'm not going to be perfect at first, but I might as well try it and see what happens." So what's the value between your voice versus other people's voice? Why is it so much more valuable to have yourself believe in yourself than to have, just the support of others? So only you know what goes on in your head. Nobody knows what you've experienced, what you've learned, what things interest you, what motivates you, what, things work best for you. People have different learning styles, and, there's just so much inside your head that how is anybody else gonna know all of that? For the most part, these are only things that you know within yourself. So, a personal story, I've noticed that when I struggle with something or was about to try something new that I was unsure about, I wanted to get as much advice as possible and as much feedback as possible, because I always thought that others were doing better than me. And so they have really important things to share. And, everybody does have very unique perspectives, and it's good to receive that. But after a certain point, I noticed that, each individual has unique advice. So sometimes their advice clashes with other advice that I've heard. Other times it can clash with, my own intuition, whatever. I believed deep down, but wouldn't, give myself the voice to listen to. So even though I heard other people say it and I was like, that's probably the right way to do it, there was still something deep down that was like, that's not really you. That's not really what you want to do. But it was hard to just listen to it on my own. But after that point of seeing how everybody's advice clashes with different advice, I realized that not a lot of people know what they're doing, and I can get pointers, but I need to trust my own judgment and see what's see what happens when I try something out. And again, like it doesn't need to be perfect, but I'm going to learn more from the experience than if I were to just keep hearing about it. I keep watching other people do it or hearing about ways to go about it, and I think that I know how something's done. But when it comes to actually doing it, it's experience and it's seeing how things actually work. So that's important. So think about yourself. You know everything about yourself. You know all your flaws, you know all your shortcomings, you know all the things that you wished you were doing better. If if that person who knows everything about you, every nook and cranny, if they still believe in you, that's so much more powerful than any stranger cheering you on because they realize that you're not a perfect person and you might not get it on the first go. And you know how you are, and you know that it's difficult to do these things. I know, of course, it feels good to get attention, and that's totally fine. Do all that. But it's so important to value your own thoughts, to value your own voice, and to believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's who you're stuck with. So you might as well make it a good relationship. In conclusion, you're going to get better at whatever it is you focus on. If believing in yourself is difficult right now, which I know for most of us it can be, just remember that the more you try and the more you practice it, just like anything else, the easier it's going to become. So don't let it take the backseat by ignoring it. Just think about your strengths. Remember how capable you are and take your first step. Tackling all the things that scare you a little bit, just little by little you'll get better at believing in yourself. So the song that always makes me cry. And why? So it is Just One Person. It was originally done in one of the Charlie Brown movies, but the version that makes me cry the most is the version that was done at the Jim Henson Memorial. It was done by a whole cast of like a bunch of Muppeteers, I guess. And so, I mean, of course, it's super emotional because Jim Henson was such a creative and talented person. And the more I learned about him, I saw that he really did stuff out of the ordinary. And a lot of people were like, "What's he doing?" and kind of confused. But he stuck with it anyway and believed in his puppetry and his storytelling and all his characters. And he really put himself behind it. Um, so with all the Muppeteers and the voices and the people that were involved, it's really powerful and really emotional. And when I first heard this song and I was going through a tough time, it reminded me that I do have so many people encouraging me, and it's still really hard to believe in myself. But if just one person believes in you, then why not you try it out? Everyone's doing it, It's like if they jumped off a cliff, like, would you? Like, if they started believing in you, like, would you also do that? So, um, yeah, so check that out too. I'll put that in the description as well. Also, let me know what you think of my video. I love encouragement. I love critique. Let me know if there's something else that you want to see in these videos, what you like more, the speed painting or the doodles that go with the story. And, I'll try to put some into the next video, whichever it is. I'm really excited for my next video, which is gonna take a little bit of time to put together, but in the meantime, check out Blood Culture's new video for their Strokes cover, Hard to Explain. I'll put the link in the bio. I think the filming was done so well. It's a short video, but it really had me kind of emotional from it too. But just kind of biased towards emotion, just kind of an emotional person in general. But I think it was shot really well and pretty beautiful. So check that out. That'll be in the link as well. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Keep up with the art I'm making. I'm doing this really exciting thing for Inktober where I draw everything on a really tiny piece of paper and then stick it on my finger and post that. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. And I hope you learned something that, keeps you afloat for another little while. So take care. Bye. So that's important.